Electronisounds Audio, the YouTube channel for you.
Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Dean from Electronisounds. You are definitely going to want to stick around. Today, it's all about the freebie. I've got a pack of free patches for you for Beatmaker 3, and if you're not a Beatmaker 3 user, stick around anyway. There's wave samples inside of the download that work inside of any software or any hardware of your choice. Free samples today, guys. Let's get into this. This pack was actually intended to be a freebie for hitting 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, but as I started making the pack, that number of 5,000 subscribers kind of came up a little faster than I was thinking. Thanks for all your support, and the pack took a lot longer to make than I was originally expecting. I put a lot of time and energy into making these sounds and samples. Some of these patches took like a whole day to put together. I go through and do the macro assignments for every single one of these patches so that you guys will get the maximum use and playability out of these sounds. I hope you enjoy. We're starting today with a completely blank instance of Beatmaker 3. Here we are in the Banks tab, and there's absolutely no content installed. Everything has been deleted, and this is a completely empty and fresh version of Beatmaker 3. We're going to go ahead and use Safari today to go ahead and download this sample pack. I've got Safari open on the iPad, and we've gone to electronisounds.com, my website. While you're here, you may want to check out some of my wave samples. Expand your sonic palette a little bit further. I've got lots of sample packs on dub techno and glitchy stuff and breaks and all sorts of one-shots. But what we're after today is we're after the freebies page. So if you go ahead and go over to the freebies tab, okay, we've got some instructions up at the top here. We've got a little photo that kind of shows some information about the download process. But what we're going to do is I'm going to talk you through this download process at this time. You will need to have Dropbox set up and installed inside of your iPad for this to work. So we'll just click where it says click here to download, and it's going to go ahead and open up the Dropbox app. Once it's got this page open, we're going to go ahead and focus on these three dots in the upper right hand corner. Now we're going to choose the export option, and next we're going to choose open in. We're going to let Dropbox do a little bit of exporting here. Sometimes you have to do this whole process twice, as the first time it sort of just exports the files into its internal memory, and then you'll have to go through it again to get the files into Beatmaker 3. Sometimes it works smoothly the first time through. So let's see what happens this time. So it's gone ahead and brought up the open in dialog, and all we have to do is scroll over and choose copy to Beatmaker 3. Now it's going to go ahead and open up Beatmaker 3 for us, and it's going to let us know that the unzipped content is available in the imports directory. No problem. We're going to go ahead and click that, and we're going to go to our little sandwich icon up here. We're going to go to our files folder. We're going to go over to the, not the inbox rather, but the imports folder. And here, we're going to find it, Electronisounds 6K freebie. Now, if you click on here and you go into the folder, Electronisounds 6K freebie, here you've got the actual bank files. And what we're going to do at this time is just grab all of these and move these into the bank presets folder inside of Beatmaker 3. We're going to go ahead and click the edit button, and we're just going to go ahead and select all of these. I don't want this very top file here. It's just a computer file, this DS store, so I'm not going to worry about moving that file. We're going to click the move option here, and we're going to go ahead and navigate to where we want to store these. We're going to go ahead and back out of the imports folder. We're going to go into the bank presets folder, which is completely empty at this time. I've cleared all content out of this install of Beatmaker 3. We're going to go ahead and move here. It's going to take a little bit of time because there's a few, files here. But now, if we go to load a bank, when we click load bank, we can see that, my presets are actually in your banks directory for you to load up. I've actually been putting out videos on Beatmaker 3 now for over a year and a half. In those videos, there's a lot of other free downloads as well, and I'm going to put some links to the Beatmaker 3 videos that contain more free downloads in the description beneath this video here. So be sure to check underneath this video if you want to get some more free patches for Beatmaker 3 as well. Let's take a look at these patches and see what's actually included. We've got a bank of dub stabs, we've got a bank of noise samples, we've got a bank of techno kick drums, we've got an awesome dub pad, we've got a dark air dub pad, we've got a driven square bass and a dub gronk. What the hell is a dub gronk, Dean? We've got an MC Subba Dubba bass, we've got a Mercury Chills lead, we've got a Reza Bela. It's a really special sound that I got out of my Digitac banks. We've got a Reso 303. We've got some special dub bells. We've got a streetlight pluck. We've got some throwback kicks and snares, and we've got the Versa Blippa. Lots of sounds and samples here for different genres of music. Everything from hard techno to dub techno. Some retro stuff in here with the throwback kicks and snares, and lots of cool special playable sounds that'll work in lots of different genres of electronic music. I don't want to make this video super long, and I'm not going to load up all of the patches and talk about them and show them, because the point of this really is to give you guys the free sound so that you can play with these and load them up and see what sort of stuff you can come up with. But I did load up the 5K Techno Kicks bank, and this has just got 16 kick drums that I made with a really special technique here. These are some of the biggest and fattest and dirtiest and most like late night underground kick drums. All sorts of different variety here. And what I did, these are really special kicks. I took like my favorite kick drums from my Digitac banks, and I ran an output from the Digitac into the Chaos pad, doing sort of a pumping reverb effect. And then I ran that out into the Electron Analog Heat MK2 and distorted that like a lot and filtered that reverb down to sort of get that tail, but there wasn't a lot of transient on the sound still, so I took a clean output from the headphone out of the Digitac and layered that in over the top to still keep the transient and the punch of these kicks alive. And what we get is a set of some really hard and unique techno kicks, guys. One of the other really special banks here is called Reza Bela, and I'm going to go ahead and load this one up as well. For those of you who don't know, I've made 7 sound banks for the Electron Digitac, and what I did is one of those sound banks is 128 playable melodic sounds. I took one of my absolute favorite and most special sounds out of that and multi-sampled it out so that I could recreate it inside of Beatmaker 3 for you guys to play with. It's called Reza Bela. Not in scale mode today, so I'm hunting and pecking for notes that are in key. Anyways, this is a super special sound. This one came out of those Digitac banks as well, and it's just something that is really special. I hope you enjoy using this one. Another really awesome sound is this Reso 303. We're going to go ahead and put this one into scales mode. Let's put this into like a minor pentatonic. It's got a lot of motion and movement and resonance happening in the sound. What I've done here as well, excuse me, let me get to the macros page, is that all of these banks have all of the macros assigned as well. So you've got stuff like crushers and extra reverb and extra delays. All of these things have been, painstakingly programmed so that you guys can have the maximum playability inside of all of these sounds as possible. There's like a MC Subba Dubba bass. I believe this came out of my retro MC303 groovebox. Super awesome dub bass sound. We've got some bells here. These are the special dub bells that I've put together. Super fun. I hope you get some fresh inspiration from these new sounds. And if you write anything with these patches and you'd like to share it, go ahead and send that over to me at junebug@electronisounds.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.